What's up, guys? It is me, Kumph-E Rambles here, with my second Ramble review and my first Raw review, because football season just ended in a very high note. I'll talk about the off season later, and I did make a Super Bowl review. It's going to be at the top of the screen, and the screen and the that whole link up top. I'll put that there if you want to watch it. But my first Raw review, I'll make a SmackDown when it happens. But Raw review today. Let me just grab my notes. But yeah, here we go. We are excited. Very interesting episode of Raw, but I'll get into it and I'll say my full opinions afterwards. Starting off though, we had Jey Uso come out and yeet all over the place. He comes out there and yeets all over the floor, all over the crowd. Everyone's jumping up and down. They love yeet. But he comes back all the way down the crowd, gets in the ring, and yeets some more, and then he stops. And he looks like he's about to talk, right? Nope. Nope. The crowd's like, one more time. And then Jay's like, one more, okay, yeah, let's go. He yeets some more. He gets onto the announce table, yeets all over Pat McAfee and Michael Cole's faces. He's like, yeah, yeet, yeet. And then out of nowhere, Michael Cole's like, hey, Jay, watch out behind you. And it's fucking Gunner. Gunner just fucking comes all over Jey Uso. The cum general is back at full force. Gunner attacks Jey Uso from behind, beats the shit out of Jay. He gets to be taken off by all security and officials. He's been taken down the aisle, and then he's like, don't do it, Jay. Don't pick me. You should not pick me. And then Jay's like, hey, Gunner, listen, at WrestleMania 41, it's going to be me versus you for that championship. And then Gunner's like, why I oughta. And then Gunther goes down there and tries to beat up Jay. Jay jumps on him and gets on top of him. And then he gets back in the ring and starts eating, right? Basically, that's the ending of that segment. After that, Jey Uso, Liv Morgan comes out, gets them. I get them confused sometimes. Liv Morgan comes out and talks about how it's Monday Night Morgan, and Raquel's like, yeah, huh, it is. And then it cuts the commercial after a little bit of a promo, and then Damage Control's out there, and they're about to have a match. Damage Control Judgment Day are about to have a match. It is a very fun match. I actually really liked it. It's hard not to like those matches. They're really good workers facing each other. Very interesting, shocking match at the end because Liv Morgan is pinned by Io Sky. And you're probably thinking, does this mean Io Sky is going to get in the chamber somehow? You'll see later what that answer is. But after this match, she goes to commercial, comes back. It's Bayley versus Lyra. Very clunky, botchful match. Kind of these two probably don't have, looks like they don't have great chemistry. But Bayley wins off of a roll up. I don't like the way they're using Lyra. She's a women's intercontinental championship. She needs to be at least on TV sometimes. This is her first match since winning the intercontinental championship on the second episode of Raw on Netflix. She needs to be on TV. But they're not putting her on there for some reason. Her first match, she loses via roll up in a clunky, botchful match. Not the greatest look for the women's Intercontinental Championship. At least the women's US. At least Chelsea Green's on TV all the time, and she has matches a decent amount of times. So I don't know what this is. Why they're treating Lyra this kind of way, but that ends. Bayley's is in the Elimination Chamber now. Next, that there's a vignette with Penta talking about how Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser can't beat him. They're cowards, and it's like Cielo Miedo. Um, and Ludwig and Pete Dunne's like, I ain't helping you, mate. They're about to team up. After that, it's Rhea Ripley finds Io Sky backstage, and Rhea's like, I ain't giving you this match because you deserve it. I'm giving you this match because I want to. And it's Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky at the Raw After Chamber. What do you mean Raw After? Why couldn't it be at the Chamber? It's right there. Why Raw After Chamber? Io's gonna lose, man. She's gonna fucking lose, and Rhea's gonna win. Obviously, Rhea winning is not the problem. It's the fact that unless they change something, Io's not gonna be in the Chamber, and that pisses me off. But after that segment, AJ Styles comes out, and thank God he's back. Everyone missed him. He's awesome. AJ Styles is sick. But he's back, and then afterwards, after he talks a little bit, Dominic Mysterio and Carlito comes out and interrupts AJ and is talking shit to him. AJ Styles then interrupts Dominic. How dare he interrupt Dominic? Talks about how amazing his work ethic is. He is not wrong. Dominic's work ethic is awesome, and he is much better than his father. All right, but Dominic then is told by AJ, no matter all that, you're still Ray's punk ass son, which is unbelievably disrespectful. How dare you say that to Dominic Mysterio? And Dominic tries to punch him, Pele kick to I think Carlito, because Carlito tried to intervene. Dominic then tries to attack AJ. They both get beat up by AJ. AJ's like all angry and stuff, and they are that the whole match is going to happen next week on Raw. After that, Seth is talking to Kathy Kelly about the crowd, and he's talking about how it's Monday Night Rollins, and how everybody is not gonna is just in his way or something. How talks about every single person in the chamber match because he's gonna beat Finn Balor. Then Finn Balor comes in and says, "Not so fast, mate, because I'm gonna beat you." No, he's not. Y'all know that he's not. But Finn believes in himself. All right, he is going to show up next week on Raw, and he's gonna lose. That's what I believe in. But yeah, Finn Balor talking about like basically brings up their history and how he's gonna beat Seth. Seth just basically says, "No, you're not," and all that good stuff. But then after that, you have AJ and AJ's talking to Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce is just like, "You need to walk before you run, AJ," and he's like, "Give me the match. Give me what I want." And then he does AJ versus Dominic next week. And then Braun Breaker shows up in a sick cowboy hat. And they tease off a face off. If that match happens, this would be awesome. Um, but interesting. It's not much happening. Then after this, another backstage thing. Judgment Day argues for the eighth billionth time. And I know this is what everyone wanted. We all wanted to see the arguing happen again. Very fun. But that happens, and Finn Balor's like, "You can't do anything without me," or whatever. And then Dominic's like, "See, it's not her fault, and he's in the chamber, and Raquel's gonna get in the chamber also." And Finn's like, "You better," and I'm gonna go, and you're gonna have this match with AJ, and I ain't helping you. And then that whole thing happens, and then it's War Raiders versus American Made. Very fun match. I actually loved it. It's the best match of the night, but ends in a very weird way. American Made just pelts. I think it was Ivar in the head with the belt in front of the ref. Ends in DQ, and then American Made beats down Eric and Ivar, and it just holds it above him. I hope this turns. Then not like the ending, but I hope this turns into a feud. But then afterwards, CM Punk comes out and does a whole promo on everybody in the Rumble and all that. He's going to beat John Cena. Drew McIntyre is a piece of trash. All these guys. And then Seth also in there. He just brings them up because he also, as much as everyone else knows, he's going to beat Finn Balor. No! 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 Fuck, I accidentally ran away. I wanted the Pikachu. But after that whole promo, Logan Paul. Hey, yo! If you couldn't tell, it's Logan Paul because of my amazing vocals. That is your own issue. But Logan Paul comes out, talks to CM Punk and all that, and is like, "Well, CM Punk, you talk shit to Sam Owens about how he lost to me at Royal Rumble. 24 hours later, I eliminate you," and all that happens. And CM Punk say, that's all cool. I totally forgot you were in the chamber," which that was funny. That was hilarious. I really liked that. This whole interaction was fun. But then after that, CM Punk's like, "You won't have to worry about any other number. You have to worry about one number. That's 619." Rey Mysterio, "Booyaka, booyaka!" Anyway, Mysterio here. Comes out, and that whole match is about to happen. Just leads into it. Very good match. Very fun. I'm trying to get this Pikachu again, man. This pissed me off. Uh, Logan Paul, Rey Mysterio was really good. It's annoying how good Logan Paul is at this. It really is. He's such an asshole in character and in real life, and it sucks how good he is at professional wrestling. He does amazing moves onto Rey Mysterio. He obviously beats Rey Mysterio because, of course, he was. And so it's Logan Paul in the chamber now. Join CM Punk, John Cena, and Drew McIntyre into the Elimination Chamber, and eventually Seth Rollins. Am I missing somebody? Probably, but wow, ain't that great. Oh, and either Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, or Braun Breaker, or Braun Strowman. I meant. Yeah, that's gonna be a whole thing. I think it's gonna end up being Damian. But Logan Paul's in there, and then Rey Mysterio just gets attacked by the New Day, and then 2 seconds later it cuts to black. Whereas like you could have just had that in there, at least a beatdown happened, and that was weird. But that was a weird ending. I know I said weird too much, but it's so awkward. It was so awkward. But yeah, that was the end of that episode of Raw. I'll give it a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. It was up and down. You had some very good moments, like the first segment and the War Raiders, American Made, and uh, Damage Control and Judgment Day match. But other than that, then you have moments that don't really mean anything, like the Judgment Day arguing again, or Rhea Ripley, Io Sky match confirmed with Raw after Chamber, that and Bailey Lyra. Weird matches or weird moments that don't really mean anything and kind of pissed me off. But other than that, the Raw was very fun. Cannot wait for this road to WrestleMania. Very excited for it. My SmackDown episode will come out obviously after SmackDown, and I will probably make a off-season video later today or tomorrow. But other than that, that's about it. See ya.